How's it going, everyone? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great, what time is it? 1:02 p.m. afternoon thus far, although it just began. I appreciate you guys, well, if anybody, we got one viewer. I appreciate you, whoever you are, taking your busy time out of your Sunday day to come watch this kid play Pokemon. It's not so livid. How's it going, my friend? Let me take off the overlay for you. Luckily, my boys don't play till 3:25, so I got plenty of time. Well, I got 2 hours, which is probably for about how long we're going to be streaming today. Let's do a quick recap just so I can remember of what exactly we did last time. Is that a pirate? Oh, that's a pirate. Let's do a quick recap of what we did last time just so I can remember for my own sake. We got... well, obviously in the first stream things didn't go very well. We got 4 Pokemon, one of which I lost last episode, and it was my favorite of them, lost Grubbin. But after that we got Pikachu, Wingull, Magikarp, Pikipek, Zubat, Alolan Meowth, Magnemite, Chansey, Inkay, and I believe we added Inkay to the party, did we not? We got a Zubat, Furfrou, which we got in the first episode, Inkay, Ryuji, excuse me, still sick by the way. You'd be surprised it doesn't go away overnight like I envisioned that it might. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So here in Seaward Cave, I'm gonna check real fast. I'm gonna leave Seaward Cave real quick because we kind of just like, no, not Spark. I should have nicknamed it. I'm gonna nickname all, let me write that down, that all Vicavolts in the future will be nicknamed Spark with a teary face afterwards. If I can do that. I don't know that you can actually do that. Level 12, Flabebe. So I basically want to get Inkay trained up a little bit because it's such a low level that it needs a little bit of help right now. And I think it's going to be a really valued member of the squad. I also forgot to look up in the meantime because I literally, after I finished streaming last night, I literally just like chugged some NyQuil and passed out within like 10 seconds. I need to see... I need to take a look and see... Hold on, let's go for a wing attack on the Flabebe. I need to look and see how you evolve Inkay in this game. See if it's still the upside down thing. And if it is, level 30 plus upside down DS. So, oh, we got a call chain. Awesome. So we'll have to wait until we get to level 30, obviously. But that's good to know. Do we get fully paralyzed or something? Because I feel like I should have bodied this thing with a wing attack. Yeah, we'll have to wait till level 30. And then I guess I'll turn my DS upside down. And I don't really know when you turn it upside down. Are you kidding me? I'm leaving. I'm gonna rub this boy down. Is that still a feature in this game? Can I rub this boy down to get rid of his paralysis? Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, I'm rubbing this boy down. This is the kind of content people look for. Oh, yep. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm mostly just too lazy to go back to the Pokemon Center. It's this one, right? Oh yeah. Everybody in my house is gonna be wondering what I'm doing. I'm just playing Pokemon. Don't worry about that. Yo, can you please get unparalyzed though? Anytime soon. We're getting. I see the little electric lines are. There we go. Fantastic. All right, let's never do this again. Oh my gosh, I'm out of cough drops, guys. I got one left. I'm trying to save it when I need to pop it. Wait, you have to turn your DS upside down to evolve it. Yeah, it's really dumb. So Inkay is a squid that's this way. Malamar, if you look at it, is an upside down squid, like the tentacles go up for some reason, because, you know, screw gravity. Yeah, and so they wanted to make that a feature that, I guess because the 3DS was the first DS that you could, it had like motion controls or something like that, so they were like, oh, let's make one that if you turn it upside down, and after it reaches a certain level. First of all, if you didn't have this lovely thing called Google, you would never evolve that Pokemon. You'd be like, oh, Inkay is just the same Pokemon forever. What part of your brain would go, like even if you saw Malamar later in the game and you knew that Inkay evolved into that, what part of your brain would go, oh, just turn upside down. Easy. Everybody knows that. Nobody would be able to do it. So I don't really get why they did it, but they did it. I'm exploring Melee Meadow for 2 reasons. One, like I said, to level up Inkay, and 2, because we kind of just ran past it very quickly as we skadoodled into, because in Sun and Moon, Cosmog goes up here. He like hides up in this little ridge up here, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, apparently he goes into Seaward Cave, so I kind of just ran into Seaward Cave because I wanted an encounter. But we should still explore this area just to see. I think there's like, what's that TM? I think it's Infestation, which is a pretty bad TM, but there's definitely a TM up this way somewhere, so we'll go look for that. What other weird and pointless feature? Is it just Inkay or any others? They added some weird evolutions. Let me do a little Google search for you. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, there was. I mean, this is 5th gen. This is an evolution I've always thought was really stupid, but this was in 5th gen, so so it's like, it's not something they added just because of 3DS, but it's just like, I don't really get it. So, what is it? It's Carablast and what's the little Shelmet? Carablast and Shelmet. You would think, and then their evolutions are a Escavalier and a Selgor. You would think that Shelmet, who is wearing armor, I didn't run. Oh, that was almost really dumb. You would think that Shelmet, who wears armor, would evolve into a Escavalier, who also wears armor. And you would think that Carablast, who is a bug, would evolve into a Selgor, who's a bug. But no, they wanted to make it a little more not smart. The only way to evolve those two is you have to trade your Carablast for somebody else's Shelmet, and then the Shelmet takes off its armor and gives it to the Carablast, at which point the Carablast becomes Escavalier, and then the Shelmet with no armor anymore becomes a Selgor. I've always hated that evolution. I feel like it makes no sense whatsoever, and also like, I don't like trade evolutions in general because it makes it, I don't have a lot of friends, so you gotta have those friends, or buy multiple copies of the game and 2 DSs, which is annoying. Thankfully I got a brother, so I have to force him to be my friend. But that's like trade evolution to the extreme. That literally makes no sense, I know. And like, if you look, like, the only thing that makes sense is like, the colors make sense, like, the color of a Scavalier under the armor is the same color as Carablast, and a Selgor is pink, and Shelmet under the armor is pink, so like, that makes sense. But other than that, foul play. Is that what I think it is? Ooh, this early? I'm pretty sure you're a special attacker, but I'm definitely teaching you foul play at level freaking 7? Trippy Bean, oh god, that jersey, TB12. TB12 represent. And in honor of wearing this jersey, we're actually going to be cheating today, and I'm going to be going to give myself 100 more encounters on this area. That's a joke. I always had multiple copies and 2 consoles. Me too. I always had 2 of the DSs, and I always had Sun and Moon or X and... Well, I never did X and Y, but I had all of the multiple copies because it's got to become the very best like no one ever was. Somehow, I'll have a battle with you. That's wonderful. My name's Meredith. I'm an aspiring actress, you see. I've been imitating the various styles of Orcorio on portraying the different characters. So if you don't mind my little demonstration, ahem. I thought she was going to dress like one. All right, let's go. Meredith is here to get this party pumped. I'll be cheering for us both to do our best. Okay, cool. Alola. Well, you got to do it like the Ultra Recon Squad. It's the only way to do it. Oh, golly. But anyway, let me look up some more stupid things that they added in 6th gen. Pokemon 6th gen weird evolutions. The Inkay is the one that comes to mind the most. Gimmicky evolutions. They have a whole Reddit post about it, so let's take a look at what that involves. Is it just Mirror's evolution become increasingly annoying in X and Y? Okay. Excuse me. Oh, it's too wide. Gotta read this. Level up while holding the 3DS upside down is probably the dumbest one of all. I guess that one's not super dumb. This person doesn't like the Gudra evolution. You get a Gumi. I don't remember what's the middle evolution of Gumi. I don't know. I wasn't cool enough to ever get one. Whatever the middle evolution of Gumi is, you have to level it up after it's level 60 while it's raining, and so you have to like get lucky and like there's areas in the game where it rains, but it's not always raining, so you have to like hope that it's raining on that day and level it up in that area. So that's kind of annoying, I guess. What else? There's one. What Pokemon is? Apparently, there's one that's level up with a Dark type in your party. I don't know what Pokemon that is. Anyway, those are all dumb. The Nincada one I also thought was pretty stupid for a while. It's the to get the Shedinja, which I think it's like a cool evolution, but also Shedinja's kind of a garbage Pokemon, and therefore I don't respect the evolution. But Swagger, no, we'll pass on that. You have to level it up with an open slot in your party and with an extra Pokeball. And then when Nincada goes from level 20, gets to level 20 and evolves into Ninjask, you'll also get a Shedinja in that extra spot, and you'll lose a Pokeball. That one also, I mean, it makes sense. It's like shedding its skin, and the leftover skin is haunted, and it's a Shedinja. So that's kind of cool from like a lore style, like a lore perspective, but everything else is pretty dumb. It's like evolutions like that are like, you would never... Oh, I'm not taking pictures, no way. Evolutions like that where you would just never think to do them, and like a kid that was like 10 years old would probably never end up with a Shedinja and be like, if Google wasn't a thing. Because I remember back in 3rd gen, that was like what, 2000... When did Ruby Sapphire come out? I had Sapphire, it was probably like 2003, 2004-ish maybe. He's looking for me. It makes me so happy to see him search. Blah, 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 blah. Back in that time, Google's a thing, but like, there really wasn't like Cerebi, I don't think was around yet. Cerebi.net, which I use for like everything Pokemon. You had to go to like Super Cheats or like Cheat CC and like try to find how to do stuff. Like, and they would have like, people would write tips on there about how to do stuff like that. So it was way annoying back in the day. Kids have it so easy nowadays. Let's go into Zubat. Yeah, Shedinja is a super weird Pokemon, I agree. Let's be real here, no one uses Z-moves, should have added more Megas if anything. I agree 100%. I get what they were doing with... Did he just Sunspore me again? Am I gonna have to rub this boy down again? I'm gonna rub him down. I agree. I get what they were trying to do. Megas, some Megas I should say, were unbelievably broken. It made competitive not fun. And like, people just generally... Oh, didn't go. People just generally had a bad time. You know, if a Mega Kangaskhan pop, it like ruined competitive somewhat, because everybody, now they made it so you can only bring one, but even still, like, until they started banning some of the broken Megas, it was just like, you knew what you were getting into. Every team was gonna have a Mega Metagross, every team's gonna have this, blah, 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 blah. And it's annoying. And so I get why they did Z-moves. The problem is, Megas still exist alongside Z-moves, so now you get a Mega and a Z-move. So it's like, I don't know that you really solved anything there, but I get it. Though I'll agree, like, a Z-move is way less cool than a Mega. Like, from a pure, like, aesthetic standpoint and a cool standpoint, Megas are so much cooler. Because, like, you get to see your favorite Pokemon become even more powerful. Who wouldn't want to do that? The other one's just a one-time move where it's like, it looked, the animation looks cool. It's very, like... Z-moves are way more like anime than a Mega evolution is. So like, maybe they're trying to go in that direction. I don't know why, but maybe they are. I still gotta give it to Megas though. I think they're way cooler than Ultras were. Alright, we're gonna rub this boy down. Do I have a Paralyzed Heal? Maybe I'll just use a Paralyzed Heal. Because otherwise we're gonna spend about 150 years just trying to get through Melee Meadow. Just because I can't stop rubbing. We'll get this guy. We'll get this guy. This is the last rub, I promise. I'll stop being stingy after this. I just need to go to the Pokemon Center and buy a bunch of status healing things. Mega Torterra gonna look so sick. Is that confirmed? You think like when they do 4th gen remakes, they're gonna make a Mega? Because that'd be pretty cool. Mega Empoleon would look dope as heck. That's what like... I just like wish they would do... I don't know. There's just so many Pokemon that need a little bit of loving, and I feel like a Mega would be the right way to do so, and so I don't know why they would abandon it so quickly. It's Cosmog. Pew! I literally had to walk like 3 more steps. That's my fault. What are you doing here, buddy? Who am I gonna have to save you from? Probably something. Oh! An elusive target indeed. Fico, you're back? Fico in chat? Fico? Fico! Fico, come back! Solaria, test this one. I would also like to check the functionality of that Pokeball we tried making in the image of the devices used by these Alolan people, now that we have at least succeeded in using one to capture an Alolan Pokemon specimen. Yes, sir, I will do so at once. This is actually kind of cool. Like, I actually kind of like these guys a lot because, like, obviously the Ultra Wormhole type of thing, they're from another dimension, and they are 100% unfamiliar with what's happening. Like, they don't even know what a Pokeball is. I kind of like that. Oh, you got a Furfrou? You have a Beast Ball? Why is this dude got a beast ball? Oh yeah, hashtag thighs in the chat. I'm not fighting thighs, unfortunately. Okay, Furfrou. Furfrou. Ryuji has Brick Break. You're weaker against special... Oh, I need to train up Magnemite, too. I mean, honestly, Magnemite's probably going to be the first one to get rotated out because I think I like Alolan Raichu better than I like Magneton or Magnezone, but... Oh, God. Hashtag thighs in the chat. Oh, yeah. Put it on Twitter, too. Every time we have to fight the Ultra Recon squad, I'm just going to tweet out a picture of my thighs. Removing 1 more inch of clothing, cutting off 1 more inch of my jeans every time. Hopefully we'll only fight them like 4 times. God, these things are so strong. I hate... Yeah, get static, son. I hate Furfrou so much. Furfrou, I can't say it. I'm sorry. Roto Boost. Wouldn't even consider it. Let's use a Super Potion on Ryuji. I trust Pikachu to take out this thing. Like, we're 6 levels up and it's given us this much trouble. That's not a good time for me. Going for the Growl. Oh, great. I might go for Thunder Shocks now. Even though Brick Break's super effective, we get to avoid the fur coat, and Pikachu's a special attacker, and it's stab, so it probably will do more damage than Brick Break would. Let's see. Even though it's a weak little Thunder Shock, it does like pretty much the exact same. Well, actually, considering we got Growled, it does more than a Brick Break would with Growl. Oh my gosh, it's going to take 150. It's okay, though. Jesus! Why is this Pokemon so awful? I mean, it's pretty good for him. You picked a good first Pokemon to catch. Eat that crit. Eat it. That's a W. Did you guys see that video of... I know, Not So Livid, you don't follow sports, like football, too much. Inkay wants to learn Psywave. I'm down for that. But Trippy, did you see... Freaking, what's the name? Jameis Winston's weird... pre-game, I guess, motivational speech. He tried to make it, but it turned into a weird finger-sucking thing. I don't know if you saw that. Let me know if you saw that. I did the ghost trial last night, and it's more creepy than normal Sun and Moon. How is that possible? I literally, in the video of me doing the ghost trial in Sun and Moon, I did it like this, because I was scared that the Mimikyu was going to be right behind me. I'm excited. Fighting together with your Pokemon, it's not something we'd consider ourselves. Nice. Got some money. Anyway, Jameis Winston, he tries to do this, like, I don't really know what he was trying to do. He, like, turns his fingers into a W, like this. And then he is, like, pepping up his squad, and he's like, do you guys want a W tonight? Because this is a W. But then, he could have just left it there, but then he felt the need to, like, lick every finger down to the bone. I think I have the GIF of it on my computer. Let me see if I can add it to the screen right now, because if I can, would that be an image? I don't know if it would play it as an image. Let me try just an image. We'll call this Winston. Let's look for it. I don't know where I have it saved. Downloads, perhaps? I think I saved it on, oh, there it is. Let's see if it opens up. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at that. I did see that. I hate the kid. Bucks are the Falcons' rival, so I kind of have to. I like him. Like, I like the Bucks. I don't mind him that much. Mostly I have a friend that likes the Bucks, so I feel like I have to. Hey, let's just, like, make this a little bigger. Look how far those fingers go into the mouth. And then the worst part is about 4 seconds later, he high-fives the dude next to him with that hand and doesn't wipe it off. He's like, yeah, high five, man. Slobber everywhere. Disgusting. Please get this off my screen. Please get this off my screen. Yes, I would like that to be gone forever. Okay. Anyway, he just engulfs them. It is exactly what it's like. I kind of want to leave that on. I wanted to leave that on the screen forever, but it's gone. I see. So that is what a Pokemon battle is. I suppose if there are strong Pokemon like yourself, trainers I should say, we may not need to play any great role in this endeavor. So then we do not need to bother with the girl, I assume. Don't you dare. That one you have come to collect, you must know that it is able to warp away in an instant when threatened. You should remember, though, that the holes that are created when it does so leave a path to open to other dangerous beings. PSA, wash your hands. You mean you don't have to. There's 2 times you should wash your hands. You go into the bathroom. That's number 1. or if you put your entire hand in your mouth, you should probably wash your hands afterwards. How's it going, Cosmog? I'm here to save you. He's oblivious as heck. Touching an Uber driver or something. Oh, yeah. He also was oh, yeah. I didn't read the first part, and I didn't really know what the second message meant. He was accused of that, and so I hope that's not accurate, because that would lower the respect levels, like, pretty significantly. I gotta say, I'm not on board with that, so... yeah, maybe he's not a great dude, but he's injured right now, so it doesn't really matter. And who's starting for them? Fitzpatrick or something? Pew! Thank you, Gilmore. And I should thank Inkay, too. Inkay did nothing. Here, let me at least do this. Oh, okay. Got confused for a second. You know, I read something interesting in a book once. It seems that Pokemon called Oricorio change appearance by feeding on the nectar. That's what Jameis Winston did. Of different flowers. It's actually not evolving, but undergoing a so-called form change. Isn't that interesting? I thought it was anyway. You would think that was. Pew! Back in the bag, please, Nebby. I know there aren't many people around to see you here, but that's hardly an excuse. I guess we should be going now. The professor will probably be worried after the way you disappeared on him. Okay, this is all the same. So, they're saving Nebby. They put me in a different place so that I could fight the Ultra Recon Squad. Everything else in the same. Side quest, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. What have you missed? We finished out Seaward Cave. I fought the Ultra Recon Squad. And I also put a lovely gif of Jameis Winston licking his fingers on the stream. And you know what? Since you missed it, I'll do it again for you. Just for a second. Just because I already have it queued up. So we may as well just, we'll call it Winston again. Just like really quickly, just so everybody can see. Like, I want everybody to be able to experience the joy that is Jameis Winston sucking on his fingers. So here you go. Here's Jameis Winston licking on all of his fingers. I'll let it play a couple times. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that now. Anyway, there you go. They have like 3 wins right now, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, they're pretty bad. Mike Evans is like their only great player right now, which sucks because I drafted Mike Evans, or not Mike Evans, Jameis Winston, thinking he'd be good this year. Oops. Hey, Gilmore. Oh, it's Lillian. You too. What are you up to, Hal? Just finished up my trial, huh? Hey, Gilmore. I want to see if I really learned anything from my trial. Let me battle you again. I guess we'll do that. Not so Livid says, oh great, what, you didn't miss that lovely imagery on your screen of a man deep-throating 3 fingers? Not at the same time, of course. Separate occasions. Messed up. Oh, Rowlet, please keep your head on forwards, please. This is a Christian stream. Duke Plays Pokemon, welcome back, man. How you doing? You missed, wait, did Duke Plays Pokemon? Were you here when I just showed the Jameis Winston licking his fingers? If not, if you were not here, I'll just go ahead and give it back to you real quick. There he is. There he is doing his thing. I don't really know what that means. Did he throw up the dub? No, that's exactly what he said. He did this, and then he said, that's a W. We're gonna eat a W. And then he pretended to eat his fingers. I don't really know. Like, you know, different strokes for different folks. Maybe that's motivating for some people. It made me want to vomit. So, what do we got here? Rowlet. Rowlet against my Inkay. We should be good. I don't think you'll have anything too bad for me. Like, you're not going to have a bug type move or anything. Going for the Growl. How's your day going? And no, I was not. I've seen that. It's a W. Well, I'm glad you've seen it before. I feel like everybody on planet Earth should see that. Psywave or Foul Play? I need to look at if Inkay is more of a special attacker or a physical attacker. I've honestly never used one, so I'm excited to use one in this Wonderlocke. That's a W! It's like my favorite thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Did you just pop a berry? I'm gonna need you to put that berry back. Going for Astonish. That's actually gonna do... No, it's neutral, so we're fine. I'm not worried about this route. I think we can take it down. Let's try a Foul Play. Even though he growled us, we'll be a little bit less physically strong, but it's base 95. It's a pretty good move. That's a pretty good move. How's my day going? My day is going pretty well. I've only been up for an hour, but in that hour, I've eaten, I've showered, I put on a Tom Brady jersey, I've eaten mac and cheese. What else did I do? I started streaming. That's the recipe to a good day. And then later I get to work on finishing up my resume and uploading it to apply for some jobs because I need some cash money. Inkay grew to level 14. Fantastic. You've got that thing primed and ready? Oh, dude, at a second's notice. And actually what I'm going to do, I actually like this idea quite a bit, and I'll tell you in just a second. We have a Noibat coming in. Is Noibat part dragon at a Noibat? I think it is. We're going to Furfrou. What I like the idea of is every time we win a battle, I think we just gotta throw up the W. Like I don't see why we wouldn't. The second we win a battle, throw up the W. So at least important battles. So I'm gonna keep it queued up just in case we ever need it. Winston is my boy, loved him since college. He's innocent with that Uber driver incident. I was going to say, we were just talking about that. And how they're investigating him for a case that wasn't even reported to the police and still isn't. It's kind of like, it's a little bit like that, wasn't it Peyton Manning? After he won that last Super Bowl and retired, didn't someone come out from his college and say that he may have draped a part of his body on her forehead or something like that? I'm not gonna get into, you can't get demonetized by YouTube, so I don't want to get into too many specifics, but again, and that didn't go anywhere either, so I imagine it's a similar situation, but not 100% sure. I like Winston, but it sucks that he's injured. I want to see him do more this season. But how far back is this stream, by the way? Because I'm looking over here and the Inkay is fighting the Rowlet, and over here I'm done with this battle. By the way, every time we win the battle, throw up the W. I can't really do it because it hurts my hands. Throw up the W. We won. Oh man, I wanted to show off my Pokemon's best side more. Dude, if we're gonna insult any quarterbacks in the stream, you gotta insult the guy that I'm wearing. I'll take it. Bring on the Brady hate. So you and me both beat Totem Pokemon, huh, Gilmore? Yeah, did you lose a grubbin while doing it? Looks like we're getting pretty strong, and I'm not stopping now. I'm gonna use this momentum to beat my old Gramps, too. Oh, we're gonna be in a great spot to fight that dude, because we have an Inkay. Hey there, Gilmore, knew I could count on you. Yeah, thanks for tracking down Lily for me. What's this then? Have you finished you finished your first trial too? I bet you need some style and moves, yeah? Is he gonna give us some TMs? Yeah, all thanks to Rowlet. Howlett's probably rubbing his hands together in glee right about now. Oh yeah. What do you mean? It's all part of the trials, yeah? After you clear one island's trials, you gotta battle the island's kahuna. Oh shoot, we're doing that next then. Taking on the island kahunas in a battle called the Grand Trial. For someone like me who's researching Pokemon moves, nothing could be better than the chance to see some more fierce Pokemon battles. Whoa! I don't know about fierce. I'll be the judge of that. Come on back to Iki Town. Catch that Tailwind and blast through Route 3. I love his metaphors. How is he trash? He's a leader on a crappy team and he's putting up some great numbers. He can only go up. That's actually true. Oh, you're a Giants fan. I have to despise the Giants with everything I have because Patriots fans, so obviously you guys dunked on us in 2 Super Bowls, and I was very upset both times, so little mutual not liking there, but as soon as Eli's gone, once Eli's gone, I got no problem with the Giants, but Eli destroys my team, and I don't know how. I don't know how he does, but he destroys my team. But no, they've been surprising this year. Like, they were projected to be like a possible Super Bowl contender for the season. I mean, obviously the Odell Beckham injury sucks. And really the whole receiving core has been injured at some point or another, so they're just pretty battered up this season, unfortunately. Delay is usually 5 to 20 seconds, doesn't seem too bad. I don't know if I refresh if that'll make it better, but actually I don't think that does anything. Say, do your Pokemon have any moves that can restore HP in battle? There's this move called Roost, you see. If you'd like to know more about it, why don't you show him? No way, he gives us Roost this time around? This route is designed differently. This is a differently designed route. He gives us Roost this time around, and that's pretty cool. Seeing kids like you journeying together with your Pokemon really soothes my soul. Thank you. I'll give you something. A Soothe Bell. Thank you so much. In the other game, he gave you the red card, which, let's be honest, who's using a red card? Can't use that right now. I can't get that right now, I should say. I don't know anybody that's using a red card that much, so it doesn't do much for you. You should really see this place during the day. It is 1:30 p.m. Except, I guess in this game, that means it's 1:30 a.m. Hey, fight me, bruh. Let's do this. I'll draw the power of my partner, Growlithe. Oh, he's got a Growlithe. I'm a Falcons fan, so I'm biased. Yeah, it's understandable. You can hate me. It's understandable. I like I said in last night's stream, I've been a Pats fan since like 03. So I've grown up for the past like 10 years I've had just about everything. I mean, I wear this in public in St. Louis sports bars. Let me tell you, you got no idea the things I've heard. So I'll take it. Don't worry. Yeah, man, honestly, I hope McAdoo is fired. I do too. I think he's doing a really bad job. So stupid. Why not take Eli the first half and see if we're getting blown up? Put in David Webb. I agree. And like, oh no, I got burned. We're going to want to swap out. Like, I've seen arguments from people that are like, Eli's the franchise guy. And The second you start taking him out, that's where you have issues. And I'm like, that's where the Patriots are different. And like, as much as I love Brady, Belichick is not like McAdoo. And the second that Brady starts doing poorly, like if he has a poor game, you might see, well, we don't have a backup now. Unfortunately, we got Brian Hoyer because we got rid of Garoppolo, but you might see Hoyer in the game because Belichick doesn't really mess around with that kind of stuff. They're like, no, Brady's the franchise guy. Well, I want to win a game, so I think that's what kind of separates him from other ones. Sorry, I got triggered by the Giants. Probably think OJB is the best wide receiver. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I'd probably have to give it to... it's so tough. It's so tough. Julio's not having a great year, but before I would have given it to Julio. But then that catch, well, the missed catch in the end zone, you know the one I'm talking about. The one that was like right in that bread basket and he somehow didn't bring it in. I will never really understand that one. You're a local, aren't you? I've got a favor I want to ask you. Someone, you got to help me. Sure. Probably got to give it to Antonio Brown. He's pretty good. Oh, thanks, kid. That's your little spirit. You're all so nice here. And I don't like the Steelers, so it hurts saying that. I'm actually here on a honeymoon, and a beautiful bride of mine is falling for this Pokemon called Sableye. I've heard the Sableye along with Carbink, which live in 10 Carat Hill. I would love a Sableye on the team. Could we get a Crabrawler, maybe? AB, then Julio, then OJB. That's exactly what my rankings would be. I don't know. Julio's really... I might put... Well, it's tough this season because Odell Beckham's out, so it's hard to put him at... Like, it's hard to find a place for him on the list. Really, though? Are we going to lose Inke? Really, though? Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to find a place for him. Hey, if you use Pursuit Sparrow, I'm going to be furious. If you use Pursuit, I'm going to be so mad. Whew. We're good. Whew. Got scared. Odell Beckham's also younger than all of them, so he has potential to be better than all of them. I think Odell's better at making the flashy plays, but I would say that Julio and Antonio are better, like, all-around route runners and, like, what you would look for in a not a wide receiver, a wide receiver. But I think Odell Beckham's better at making those flashy, one-handed catches, which are just nuts. Hey, I would really like to just end this Spiro's life. He's kind of just really getting on the nerves. Even though I have one on the team. Do I still have Spiro on the team? No, I benched him. Sorry, Spiro. You got benched in for freaking Zubat. People sleep on Jarvis Landry, though. He's a beast on the Dolphins. Same with Mike Evans. Evans would be better if he had... Again, not that Winston's not... I think we haven't had a chance to see Winston do very well yet, but... I've just seen Winston overthrow receivers too many times for me to be like... Yeah, he's young, though, so he's got plenty of time to come into it. So hopefully eventually he does. Well, not just because I have him on my fantasy team, but also I have a friend who's a pretty big his favorite team's the Bucs, so I'd like to see him do good just so that you know, him and I, maybe we can have a... Well, by the time the Bucs are good, Brady will probably not be playing anymore. Oh, it's a Spiro again. Why didn't I switch out Inke?